isn't a motorcycle race, this is gladiatorial. Haga leads, Barros second, Valentino Rossi from Max Biaggi and Olivier Jacques off the back. 5 men determined, honing their skills throughout the year, and this surely is a culmination of what they are prepared and can do with a 500cc Grand Prix motorcycle. Magnificent. We only hope and keep our fingers crossed that they can keep this kind of scenario for Luis Dantan's machine. Here comes Valentino, but it's Alex Barros. Late braking again, Alex. It saves you every time. If you were a tennis player, you'd have a great serve. Through turn 1. Gets him out of trouble every time, that late braking. He's not very big, Alex Barros, doesn't weigh very much, and that may be power to weight has an effect, but what Haga loses perhaps in a little bit of weight to Barros, he makes up for in determination. The Japanese really has got to grips with these 500s this year. The 41, the Red Bull Yamaha of Haga, finds himself out on a wide line. Won't want to give an invitation like that to Valentino Rossi too often, because Valet will take that inside line if you offer it. I'm trying to work out which one of these 5 looks the most controlled. I think it must be Jacques at the back. The rest of them all look like they're on a mission to see the other side of life. Barros, Rossi, Haga, Biaggi being taken by Jacques. Jacques goes through under Biaggi. Biaggi goes back again and can see surely the 500cc World Championship of 2001 being wrested from his grasp. Valentino Rossi decides to try and challenge Alex Barros in the braking zone and comes out like 99.9% of people before him, second best. Barros on the gas, Valentino on the gas, looking for the apex. Ah, great sight. Fantastic motorbike racing. Fast left-hander onto the front straight. Slipstream City. They spread out 4 abreast down into one of the most frightening corners in the world. Here comes Haga, but not enough. Valentino leads. Barros led at the line. Rossi goes through to the front, and Haga, well, you could send him out here on a race all on his own and he'd be exciting to watch. Biaggi at the back. What can he do from there? What does he want to do? It's all about commitment, I think, for Biaggi. Messing around with these 4 in front could hurt. And coming into play, we have a 6th. Oh, Biaggi, oh, well, I question his commitment. I'll take it all back. Jacques goes back a place. Rossi eking out a bit of a lead now, for what there is of it. But I think it is the biggest lead of the day so far, from these front 5 anyway. No tyre degradation yet. I was expecting that perhaps we might see some of these machines slip sliding around. That's Loris Capirossi and Gary McCoy that have come to play. So now it's a 7-way scrap. Maybe just for second place though, because it looks to me like Valentino has settled down out the front there. Rossi wants to win this World Championship from the front by winning Phillip Island. It's a little humid here, perhaps 18 degrees, not that warm either. It's very, very windy conditions, perhaps just a tad less than ideal. But Valentino Rossi has read them perfectly. That's his main competitor for the championship, number 3 on the Mulberry Yamaha, Max Biaggi. But it's Valentino Rossi now easing away. That will be painful for Biaggi to watch. There goes Jacques, there goes Barros, there goes Haga. Deary me. Well, I think you'd have to be dead if you didn't enjoy this level of 500cc Grand Prix racing. It has been an absolute fantastic, surely finale to the World Championship season. Will this man make it to be World Champion today? Looks that way. Rossi, Barros, that was the gap. Biaggi needs to pull something magnificent out of the bag, and that's one of them. Puts Haga back a place. They're almost willing Biaggi on to make a race of this. Come on, Max, the Roman Emperor. Do the business and take this World Championship to the final 2 rounds, or Valentino's going to walk away with the prize today here in Australia. He's on a Honda, 5 times World 500cc champion Mick Doohan, of course, made it for Honda 5 times. He's here and watching, as is Wayne Gardner, another fantastic Honda rider that was world champion. Can't beat 2 two strokes in the afternoon. The smell of a two-stroke at this level, flat out. Phillip Island is providing a real spectacle in 2001 and looks to be determining the 2001 World Championship. Rossi leads from Barros by half a second now. Biaggi third in front of Haga, Caparossi, Jacques, McCoy up to seventh in front of Okawa. Don't know how long that'll be for though. Okawa still charging. Nakano, Gibernau, Jürgen van der Gorberg and Alex Crivier. Two Spanish, Gibernau and Crivier back in 10th and 12th. Anthony West, another Australian, checker. Roberts Jr. going out. He was the world champion, out of the points at the moment. So Kenny Roberts Jr., it's not going to be his world title this year. He's had a disastrous year on the Suzuki. Well down in the order. Last lap gap, 0.598 between Rossi and Biaggi. Big crowd at trackside. Difficult place to get to, Phillip Island. Not an easy place to come and spectate at. It's a reserve as well for all the wildlife that's here on the peninsula. You see a lot of it flying about. Sometimes to the detriment of racing motorcycles. Wouldn't be the first time that you've had a 2 or 3 kilo seagull through the front windscreen. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. Oh, big pass on the braking area down there. But Valentino, this is what we want to see, the two World Championship contenders going head to head now in the closing stages. 46 Valentino Rossi versus Max Biaggi. The rest really should be the rest. It's these two going for the world title. On the start and finish straight, lap 16 to 27. Biaggi's got a fast Yamaha, but he's got to really be able to use it on the brakes. And I reckon Valentino just has that fraction of setup or bravery, one or the other. I can't tell because at these speeds you can't tell. But it'll be one of them, whether Valentino is just that bit braver. Oh, puts him out wide. So Valentino shakes his head. Now, did he let Max Biaggi through to pace him for a while? I wouldn't put it past this young man, you know. I wouldn't put it past him to wind Max Biaggi up just a little bit. Let Max by and let Max do a little bit of work round here at Phillip Island. It's all very well. It's easy to follow someone on the pace. Now it's Valentino's chance to take a look at the rear tyre of Max Biaggi and learn where Max Biaggi might be just that little bit quicker than Valentino and set himself up nicely for the last third of the race. So Valentino Rossi proving once again to me anyway, if I might be in a minority of one, proving to me that perhaps he's using his intelligence here, taking a good eye on Max Biaggi. Of course that could go spectacularly wrong if Barros et al. Managed to tangle with Valentino Rossi, because there's a lot of people snapping at his heels behind. Jacques now in fourth place, just about, as Caparossi looks for the place, but Jacques holds on. Bike 19 is Olivier Jacques with Loire Yamaha. Out front is a Marlboro Yamaha. Smoking two strokes. And then of course the beer-sponsored Azzurro bike of Valentino Rossi. Valentino got a good drive, then looks for his board on the pit straight. How cool is that kid? 22 years old and ahead of a 40-year-old. Takes a long time to look at his board. 10 to go. 10 to go of the 27 laps. Round the outside of Max Biaggi. No, our camera angle just had me forward slightly there. I thought he'd ridden round Max Biaggi on one of the most difficult corners in the Grand Prix world. But Max still has the advantage, but finds himself right out on the curve. Valentino Rossi looks to me like he's got a little bit in hand. Doesn't have to run out onto the curbs quite so hot as Max Biaggi does on the Yamaha. Got the two West bikes now stuck behind them. Alex Barros, Loris Caparossi, two more Hondas on board with Valentino Rossi. Aiming at the Yamaha, Biaggi, Rossi, Barros and Jacques. Caparossi fifth when they went across the line, but I think they're together now. They've got in front of Jacques, yes they have. Jacques gone back behind Caparossi. Haga's there as well. What a duel! Through has gone Haga again on Jacques. Jacques goes to the back. Incredible concentration needed to keep this up. Cito Pons, the owner of the West Honda team of Loris Caparossi and Alex Barros, he must be having kittens. Former 250 world champion on pit road, watching the action unfold here. Valentino Rossi finds himself back another place. Oh, not for long though, he lost a bit of drive there. So Valentino Rossi comes onto the front straight. as the 65 bike of Loris Capirossi loses a little drive onto the front straight, and that's given Valentino an opportunity to come back past Loris Capirossi. Still out front though, Max Biaggi, that's where he needs to be if he's going to hang on to the World Championship at all. He's gone backwards. Max Biaggi goes backwards. Valentino Rossi and Loris Capirossi. It's a three-way Italian scrap for the Australian Grand Prix. We've got thunder down under as Valentino Rossi is looking to take his first 500cc Grand Prix title. Out front, Loris Capirossi. Valentino's one side, but Max Biaggi ever the opportunist. That was opportunistic as well. So, three Italians out front. Max Biaggi now swaps places with Loris Capirossi. He'll be pleased with that buffer back to Valentino Rossi. Oh, dear me, breathless stuff in Phillip Island. It might be chilly for the Australians, it might be windy all the way around this track. Not the most pleasant of days perhaps, but at least it's dry. But what a scrap! 6 riders, hammer and tong, over Lukey Heights. Dropping down to the hairpin in the braking area. Biaggi, Jeff Crust, team leader, back on pit wall, looking frantic. But out has gone Gary McCoy. That's a disaster for the Australian, really. He was having a good ride as well. So Gary McCoy back in his pit box. Will take no further part of this. Of course, his teammate, 41, Noriyuki Haga, still right on it. He's in 4th place at the moment as he crosses the line. Valentino lining himself up for a braking manoeuvre down into turn 1. And gets it. Biaggi, Rossi, Capirossi. You can put the graphics up all day here, and they'll be wrong. Purely and simply because the 3 Italians out front at the moment have been very special indeed. Alex Crivier still languishing in 11th, and Kenny Roberts Jr. languishing even further back. The outgoing world champion really doesn't have his heart in it today at all here at Phillip Island. He's had nothing to give us at all, so he will be gone. The world championship surely is going to go Valentino's way today. But what an absolute scrap we are having. It's red hot here. Fans of Max Biaggi dress all in red. Fans of Valentino Rossi dress all in yellow. Valentino Rossi has the edge as far as popularity is concerned. He is a real personality around the world. His brand is rising. Oh, and he puts himself in a perfect place. I thought he was going to let it run then into the braking area and drop down the inside of Max Biaggi. I think he could do it at any time. Just letting Max do the work, it seems to me, at the moment. No love lost between these two. In fact, you could say it is pure hate. But that's fine. Makes for a great competition. Onto the front straight. Biaggi nailed to the tank. And we look back down the order at Capirossi. Getting across the line in 5th place now. It's his teammate Alex Barros is up to 3rd. Olivier Jacques is back up to 4th. Toru Okawa, don't write him off, he's in 6th place still. He's had some good rides this year, but it's about these two men. It is the championship. This is Phillip Island as we come to the conclusion. Not much of this race left now. It's going to be a dogfight. Which dog is going to win it? Looking at the rear tyre of Max Biaggi to see if I can see anything wrong with that. Looks to be still in good order despite the fact he's been punished for so many laps here. Valentino Rossi squeezes the throttle on now. Flat out. 180 miles an hour, 305 I think kilometres an hour, the fastest part of this racetrack. What, Loris Capirossi looks like he wants to beat past Valentino, and Olivier Jacques has come back to play as well in the closing stages. Valentino, I think, needs to make his way past Max Biaggi before he gets mired in that 2-way scrap behind him. These are the 4 that are fractionally out away from the rest. Valentino Rossi, that Yamaha of Biaggi is a fast motorcycle. It doesn't half pull away, just dropping onto this full left-hander now onto the front straight. Full power now. The Yamaha is really, really quick. Max Biaggi, he doesn't even have to shake Valentino out of his slipstream. These two, Honda versus Yamaha there as well, and the Gauloise of Olivier Jacques manages to get by. So now it's Yamaha, Honda, Yamaha, Honda. These are your front 4. Jacques up to third. And the Luis Dantan Tech 3 team Yamaha. Max Biaggi with a bit of breathing space. That's the first time I think that he's had that. I'd almost forgotten about Noriyuki Haga. He's not that far away behind in the 41 bike, is he, on the Red Bull Yamaha? He's joined them again. Barros, third. Bike number 4. Jacques, fourth. Bike number 19. Then it's Loris Caparossi, bike 65. Then 41, Haga. Then it looks like perhaps Toru Okawa. Is it the 11th bike of Okawa that's now joined on? I think it is. Max Biaggi leads. Valentino Rossi. Got to make his mind up. Does he want to win this race and the World Championship? This is where I think Valentino is particularly good. But he also, by being out there, manages to block off the late braking of Alex Barros. Barros then being thwarted in an effort to ram it up the inside of Valentino Rossi. Smoking. That's not two-stroke. I think that's spinning tyres that we've got there. Certainly if it was Gary McCoy it would be. A little bit of blue smoke as we come onto the seafront. Bit of a wiggle there from Biaggi as he lost momentum by spinning it up onto the front straight. I think he might have done. The fast old Yamaha might be passed by the Honda of Valentino Rossi. Rossi's been good on the brakes into this pass, but he didn't manage it.